Hello, everybody. How's it going? It's good to see you all. We are live again. Oh, I am so happy to be here. I love building forests with trees that have so many painstaking little details. I hate it. I hate it so much. But you know what? It's okay. It's gonna create a really awesome base, so I can't really be too mad. How's it going, everybody? It's good to see you all. Congrats on grabbing first Swiftu. Thank you for submitting your taxes to Swiftu and Ant. I appreciate it a whole bunch. You're at 22 and 21 respectively. GG. Swifty, you've been here 17 times for you've been here first for 17 times. It's really hard to word it that way, but that's how it's supposed to be worded. But I hope you guys are doing well. How are you doing? Mr. President, I mean King, I mean crap, the waffle's almost done. Let's go. You should send me a picture of the waffle. You should definitely send me a picture. I like waffles. I love waffles, in fact. I every Wednesday I try to make it a point to eat a waffle. And I make sure to share it with my Discord. It's Waffle Wednesday, dudes. It's always Waffle Wednesday. And that's like my thing at this point is just waffles. I love them. Love them, love them, love them. I cannot be here right now. I'm playing Dress to Impress with my homies. Go play some games with the homies, Swifto. Go play. Hey, Lamb, how's it going? Welcome on in. Bet, let's go. Also, hi, Louie. Welcome on in. Thank you for submitting your taxes. So for those who got the notification, it said build a forest, they said. It'll be easy, they said. Nobody said that. That was all me. But we're going to be building a forest today. So we got to kind of plan out where we're wanting each of the trees and what size we want them to be. And so I'm kind of debating how I'm going to do this with the little pine trees here. Because I have to basically blend it in with these tall oak trees over here. So it's got to be kind of light biome over here. Going up the mountain a little bit, it can be a little heavier even. But probably going to stay light up until it gets thick. Then you could do a couple of larger trees even. Then over here, you can even do the tallest of the trees. And then down in the valley, you're going to have to even plan out what size the trees are and such. It's probably going to be small, mediums, all the way up until here where it starts to go large. And then you'll have the largest over here probably, I think. That sounds right to me anyway. And then after we do that, we just need to figure out lighting a little bit more. Because right now the lighting is not consistent. I think there's still some spots that creatures can spawn. I need to finish that house over there. I need to actually put in the path. And then we can start adding some snow details. And I might even add a statue. I don't know if we'll do that today, but we might add a statue at some point. I say all that. I don't know how much of that we're going to do. I just know we're going to try to do as much of that as we can today. We're going to go back to the village and go ahead and get started. Right now, the only person online is Lamb. Little announcement for anybody who wasn't in the Discord last couple of days, really. I've been doing a lot of maintenance to the server. We are now natively running 1.21.3. Anything that you need to know about that is basically big salmon. I don't know if I can find any of the salmon, but we have larger salmon now. You have bundles. There's some technical changes. One thing I can show you is I think over here. Anyway, let me see if I can. Wait, my Athena? I think Athena is still fine. I brought back all the NPCs. So she should be okay. If I can find it. Yep. Okay, we got an Ender Pearl. One thing that's new that you guys can do. And this was added by Minecraft, so I'm not going to take credit for it or anything. But if I throw the pearl through the portal, it'll teleport me instantly. And technically, you could use this for fast travel as well. Ender pearls now load chunks, so you can do like a whole chunk loader using the ender pearl. So there's some cool things you can do with that, but that's just one thing you guys can do now. Boats and minecarts also go through portals in 0.1 second rather than the 5 seconds it initially took. So everything is kind of more instantaneous when you're teleporting, which is nice. Not Athema, the one I've never heard of, but now must tell if I make Twitch SMP NPC Athena. NPC Athena is awesome. She is deserving of the name as much as anyone else. Probably. I need to actually get some resources together. We're gonna start by just cutting down this tree and using its leaves as well. I need to decide. We got a couple of ways we could go about this, and I'm not sure what the right way is. Tonight, or today, was the first time I actually really took a to-do list really seriously in a while. And it felt pretty good, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I am very happy with how things are going right now. I'm still caught up right now. Now tonight, I will have to catch up again, essentially, because every VOD I make, so every stream I do, I need to make a new thumbnail to go alongside it, which is fun. But it's not too bad. I can do that. Tonight's is gonna be an easy one. It's gonna be a picture of a pine tree, probably. So you know that could be relatively easy to do. But I need to do 2 more thumbnails for the old VODs today. I'm gonna try to do 3 a day every day, and then if I can do extras, I will. But tonight I'm just gonna do a total of 3. So I already got 1 done. And it took me way back, dude. It was my 36th stream. So it was still within my first year of streaming. It was September 22nd, I think, was what it was. And that was way back in 2021. And it was me on Atomic SMP. Now, we don't talk about Atomic SMP a ton because it wasn't like a great time. But it wasn't a terrible time either. I kind of miss it to some degree because it was the first time somebody actually like trusted me properly to like run their server and help run it. And so it really helped teach me a lot about running a server a public server, that is. You know, before then I was running King SMP, but it was just a Bedrock world that I invited people to through Bedrock Edition. Not that there's an issue with that, but you know, it's not at all what we do nowadays where I'm actually running a server, or in this case, I'm running a proxy too. Like, that's a whole different system than what they even had. Man, it's crazy going back to that. I do miss it though to some degree, like I said. Atomic SMP had some things going for it. One thing was that they invited a whole bunch of content creators. Now, I was one of the only people to ever answer the call to join. So, unfortunately, like, it was me and the 2 owners, and the 2 owners dropped it pretty much after a month. In fact, I want to say after a month of playing, they canceled the server. I don't remember it. I'm coming up on that time period. I know that. It was basically right after I had determined what I was going to be building on that server. They basically canceled it, so it worked out for me because I could just it worked out because I could spend more time on King SMP, and then it gave me plenty of time coming up in like the month after that, where I was able to join up with my friends and we were able to start our own SMP called Tiny SMP, which was fun. That was my first ever content creator SMP, and it's been a while since I played on one. So I'm looking forward to it whenever that next time might be. But yeah, going through these old VODs, it's really given me a chance to kind of reconnect, so to speak, with my past self and go, yeah, you know, you were still goofy back then and you did a lot of weird things, but you know, that was kind of part of your charm, and it's always going to be. And I don't know, I feel pretty safe with that. Okay. Let me catch up here on chat. Thanksgiving is coming, and then so this is Christmas. War is over. I can't wait. December 1st, Jay Schlatt is posting his full Christmas album. He has already put out 2 singles. He put out Santa Claus is Coming to Town, and he put out Let It Snow. And they both sound phenomenal. So I can't wait to hear the full album. It's a very, what is it? A very 1999 Christmas, I think is what it was, or a very 1990s Christmas. I don't remember. But it's might be very 90s Christmas now that I think about it. I don't remember. Anyway, December 1st is when that's dropping. As soon as Thanksgiving is over, though, like you said, Ant, I will be officially turning on the Christmas music, and it'll be time to jam, you know? I might even start playing some Christmas music on my guitar if I'm feeling particularly festive. Although that's a rarity. I usually play Christmas music by ear. I don't ever really look it up unless it's a really new song. But most of the time I can play it by ear. Especially the old stuff. It was so simple. But you don't really hear very many new Christmas bangers, you know? That is one of the sad things I've come to realize, is nobody's really writing new holiday music. Which is kind of a bummer. Or maybe I'm just not looking in the right places. I don't know. I have 6 salmon heads. What the Sigma Skibbity? That's... wow. That is just wow. Okay. On December, I'm gonna listen to that song plus the John Lennon for a whole month. Oh, let's go. I might as well listen to the song, though I should write a new Christmas banger. There's too much remakes. I definitely agree. There are too many remakes. I do like other people's renditions of songs, don't get me wrong. But I would also like to hear some new stuff, you know? It wouldn't hurt. It definitely wouldn't hurt. I'm trying to find my cobblestone, so it might take me a minute. Occasionally Coldplay will have a Christmas song come out, or it's not necessarily about Christmas, but it mentions Christmas once, and so it's like, okay, it's kind of Christmassy. I think they have a song called 2,000 Miles, which, if I'm not mistaken, has nothing to do with Christmas, except they say it felt like Christmas time. And it's like, okay, that's enough for me. I can call this a Christmas song right now. They have a song called Christmas Lights, though. That is a very good song. I love it. Very, very good. I might take the deep slate. Yeah, I'll use the deep slate instead of cobblestone, because I don't need deep slate for anything ever. It was all yellow. Looks at the ocean for a few seconds. Oh no. 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 Oh, that's awful, but kind of funny. Alright. So what we're gonna do, well, I'm actually gonna show you guys. So we got all these tree types, right? So they just slowly get bigger and bigger and bigger until they're done, right? So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Of course it's 13. I can't divide that evenly. So what we're gonna do then is it's going to be groups of 3. So in that case, these are 1s essentially. So we'll call this a 1, and a 1, and a 1. And all 3 of your 1s, they're just gonna be randomly placed, you know, and randomly rotated. And then you're gonna have your 2s come in. So that's your next grouping of 3. So 1, 2, 3. And they're going to be placed in there randomly. And then you're going to have your 3s, and that's going to be 3 blocks tall. And that's how I'm going to mark these out, I think. That way I can kind of get an idea of how big this forest really is going to be. I think I should be able to fit it all carefully in here, but that's just a theory. That is just a theory. So yeah, what we're gonna start with basically is just the 1s. So it's just gonna be me kind of walking around here, placing a couple of 1 blocks. A reg theory. Gosh, that vocal shredding. Don't get me wrong, it's fun, but ouch. It can definitely start to hurt after a little bit. Okay, I need to sleep. It's pretty clear. I got phantoms on me. Totally not listening to I Don't Get a Lot for Christmas on repeat because I've been infected with brain rot. Dude, I've been trying to defend all my friends as much as I can. I really have. But it's getting too hard, I'm not gonna lie. I've been trying though. I've been really trying to save everyone. It's just, it's not possible. The more I fight it, the harder it fights back, you know? I went to Ohio itself to try to stop the brain rot, and all I got in return was more pain, more suffering, more brain rot. Just gonna dot a couple of trees out here too. I think that would add to the aesthetic I'm looking for. Luckily, I think there's still hope for some of them. Brain rot might not take hold of them, but I do think there's a good chance I have failed my mission. Some of my friends are not going to ever be saved. And that's pain I have to deal with. Okay, since the height is getting higher up here, you can say that the trees are older or whatever, I don't know. Because pine trees thrive in thin climates or something like that. I don't know. So these are 2 tall trees. Yay. And down there, there's still going to be 1 talls. I sound so enthusiastic, don't I? Hey, what? I don't know what that was in response to, and I don't know if I want to know necessarily. 2. Alright. And then, like I said, we're going to do a couple of 1s, but they're going to start getting more dotted out here, because we got to start going to the big oaks. So it's just going to kind of go, oh yeah, we got a couple of trees now, and hopefully it'll look okay. So I'm just gonna kind of dot them on this side, and that side I think they'll just eventually fade out completely. And the last one will go there. Okay. Over here, on the other hand, I'm thinking I'll dot them up until like this last oak tree there. So kind of like that. There we go. Okay. So that has like all your singles done, and then we just gotta move on to placing the 2s and the 3s, and then eventually the 4s. And then you'll have your 5s, which will just kind of be dotted amongst the 4s, I guess. So that's the question then, is how far up this hill do we need to go in order to get the, 3s. So we're getting some 2s there. I think the 2s will just continue up all the way until you hit about there, and that'll be a 3. In the meantime, though, what you can do is you can dot even the 1s throughout this. So I'm just gonna come up here, and I'm just gonna put a couple of 1s randomly. And they'll get first priority, that way they do... Or, well, no, they can't get first priority, because they're so small they might actually take space up that other places could go in. I don't know, I'll have to figure out how I'm gonna do that, but occasionally you'll just get 1s dotted about. Okay, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and one more. 1. Actually, you know what? We'll throw 1 there and 1 up here as well on this side. There we go. Okay. Whoa. And so then you're going to dot the 2s all the way through here. We'll have actually like a decent forest with that. I don't know how many of these trees we're going to be able to build today, but, you know, like, it's more so the thought that we're going to try to build these eventually, you know? Two. Okay. Then what we're also going to have to do is we're going to have to decide how much height plays a factor into these trees. Because... yeah, so we'll have to do 1s pretty much up until about here in the village, around this first house. Then we'll go into 2s, and then 3s, and then the 4s and the 5s will work their way up. I think. We'll see. Oh, I need to pin that to the top of chat. Hello, Callaway. Welcome on in. There we go. I was making wings, and I was squeezing the buffalo sauce, then it exploded. Ooh. Hopefully none got in your eye. Buffalo sauce is nice, but I can imagine it burning pretty bad if it was in my eye. Eee. Sunchip? That is a legendary name, okay? I know a lot of people trash on sun chips, but they're actually kind of like the best chip out there, I'm not gonna lie. Nope, my hands is a mess. Okay. So long as there's nothing in your eye, you're good. You're good. Cannot put one there. That's good, not much getting diamonds. People trash on sun chips? Yes, people trash on the sun chips, man. I hate it. I hate the slander. Sun chips are so good, and I'm tired of pretending they're not. At least they used to. I don't keep up with people. I keep my chip opinions to myself because apparently they're controversial or something like that. I don't know. Barbecue chips are really good. I feel like they're underappreciated to some degree. Plain potato chips, honestly, are really good as well. I could go for some Ruffles or some Lay's. Like, oh, I'm just hungry right now. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. There are quite the houses over here. You're over Bonsai Grove. Yeah, so Bonsai Grove is like we've been building these outposts, and so like that's a good starting location, and they were built fully in survival, but they're not done. I don't know if they'll ever get done, to be honest. I want to finish them. I think we could put a 1 there, just to kind of keep it alive a little bit more. Okay. This will definitely add an aesthetic to the forest. Whether it's a good one or not, I do not know. But it will add one. Okay, how much higher do we need to go? We could start mixing in some 3s, I guess. Which wouldn't be too bad. Yeah, let's go and do that. So we'll actually turn that one into a 3. That's a 2. I can run really quick. I'll put a 3 here. 2, 3, 3, 3. We'll do one more 2. And the rest will be 3s from here on out. Up until I guess we reach about this layer. At which point I suppose what I'm gonna have to do is start introducing 4s, because what I'm realizing right now is we don't have much room left to get up to 5. Got kicked for being too cool, apparently. Dang. It's gotta be the name, man. It's gotta be a name. They're those sunship haters, they're out there. Okay. We'll roll with that for now. I might possibly add more things a little later, but in the meantime, I think it's time to start working on some trees. I better sleep first, though. So I can't remember if I told you guys, I'm wanting to do a week of King SMP streams. And so right now the plan is, after stream tonight, I'm going to start working on planning that. And I'm also going to be planning when the 12-hour stream starts, because I'm kind of thinking the 12-hour stream will kick off King SMP week, maybe. But I gotta decide some things there. I owe you guys a 12-hour for 1,250 followers. So I said I was gonna do it. I meant it. So we're gonna do it. I'm gonna be really tired by the end of it, though. I'm already really tired pretty much all the time. But I gotta pick a good day for it, and then, ideally what I might do is try to find a way to make sure I can just end it all right after stream, so I don't have to stay up for like an extra couple of hours. But I also like ending my long streams like right around dinner time, so I can eat and still spend time with my family. So I might instead just wake up really early one day and go, yep, we're doing we're starting at 6 in the morning, and then we're gonna keep going from there. I've got to decide. I definitely have to decide. What I am also gonna do is go ahead and clear these out, because we no longer need them. I do need their resources, though, so I am gonna pick those up. It's fine, we don't need to put back anything yet. Honestly, all this might be ripped up soon anyway. I haven't decided if I'm gonna keep the bone mealed grass or not. Down here it looks fine, but once you get a little higher up, it's kind of like, okay, we need snow. Okay. As I did say a couple of times now, my goal is just to try to finish up as many areas as I can before the end of the year. So that's kind of why I've been hard focusing this region for the last couple of weeks. This area over here, it is nearly done, like I said. Just needs some small decorations here and there, and it would be pretty well done. The temple needs a little bit of work, but it's almost done, like I said. So adding the trees makes the most sense to me, because it'll kind of hide those unfinished things, and I might not even need to do them. The only thing I actually need to do over here is add a little section of land that connects up to the mountain. And then I need to do this cliff face here, which I might not even include necessarily in this. I did part of it, and I'll probably do more of it at some point. But as of right now, I don't want to mess with it too much. But if I do the 12-hour stream, I need to think up some segments for it, figure out what I'm going to do, if I'm going to have anybody be a part of it, if it's just going to be me. I've done a 12-hour stream where it was almost all just me. It wasn't so bad until like the last... I would say it was probably the last... It was probably the last 4 hours or so. I started to get a really killer headache. So I decided to, never do it again. Well, then I did my 24-hour stream, and I didn't get a headache during that. So I'm gonna try to do the 12-hour again and see how that goes. I can do accidental, like, 13-hour streams, or an accidental 8-hour where I'm, like, speedrunning Minecraft. That's easy. I can do that. But for whatever reason, when it's like, when it's planned, it's usually just pure suffering. And I don't understand why. Do you know why Kit was streaming at 3 a.m. MST? 3 a.m. MST. She was? Are you sure? 4 a.m. my time? I don't think she was spicy. Check screenshot and media. Okay. Okay, hang on. Are you yeah, okay, Gus's server, maybe? Or are you talking about Kit's? Oh, that? Okay. Yeah, that was just a bug. She wasn't streaming by then anymore. She quit at, let's see, it was 3 a.m. for me. So it was 2 a.m. for you, and it was 1 a.m. for her, I think. But it was probably an old browser window. Those don't update the live feed necessarily. 12 or 1 a.m. for her. Yeah. Yeah, she was up late last night. Uh I feel bad. I really did try to help her finish that redstone, but I suck at it, dude. And then like I said, it was almost 3 in the morning for me. So my brain was melted and I couldn't get it. I felt so bad though. I really did. She was up late. Cause then after that, guys, here's the thing you guys don't see when she's streaming. It's all the things after stream. Uh, so she after stream needed to eat something and take a shower, which like isn't all that intensive. Don't get me wrong, that's not all that intensive, right? But when you look at what time it was, that's 1 in the morning. It's like, okay, so eat, let's say that takes you 15 to 30 minutes. Shower, again, 15 to 30 minutes. You could have taken up an hour, half an hour to an hour there. So it wouldn't surprise me if she's exhausted today. So keep that in mind if you guys decide to troll her. It might take her a minute to catch on. I'm not saying don't troll her. I think it's funny when you guys do. Just be aware it's going to take a minute for her to catch on. As usual, I mean, it shouldn't come as a surprise to you guys. Blonde moment or something like that. That movement I got. Gotta move it all down here. Give me a second. Okay, there we go. Oh, I was like, dog, I know we hit the goal, but that was nuts. Also, we're 2 hours apart, so it'd be 12 a.m. for her. I was up until 2 p.m. and I took a 4-hour nap, so I just woke up. Hang on. No? Because, hang on. I feel like I'm being gaslit now. Hang on. So, EST. It goes EST, CST, MST, PST. So yeah, I'm only 2 hours off from her. So if it was 3 for me, it was 2 for her. So it was 1 for you. I think. Because she's MST. And then you got Alaska, which is 4 hours off. But we don't talk about Alaska. Alaska's like our forgotten stepchild. Even though it's huge, okay? Like, I always forget just the sheer size of Alaska. It's crazy. I should probably break those because that's gonna look really bad if I don't. Don't ask why. I don't want to tell. Okay, I have a song stuck in my head that is making me really mad. I thought you were 2 hours. Hang on. I'm 2 hours. I'm 2 hours from Kit. I'm 1 hour from you. Cause you're Midwest, aren't you? Like or CST. Your Central Time. Um, Swifty is also Central Time. I'm EST, so I'm only +1 for you guys. Time zones suck. I don't know. My brain is not working the greatest right now. I'll be honest. I didn't realize that was a stair. There we go. I have a song stuck in my head that is making me really mad. It's "Don't You" by 50 Cent and Eminem. It's a catchy song for better or worse. This time it's worse. Okay, I gotcha. I've had a song stuck in my head for the last hour or so, and it's "Overcompensate" by 21 Pilots. I don't necessarily like 21 Pilots, but I don't hate them. And so occasionally their music will turn on and I just don't skip it. However, this time it was kind of like, man, I kind of wish I skipped it because it is in there. It is in there. And I don't know what I'm going to do because I can't get rid of it. It is stuck in my head. That's Dark Oak, right? Yeah. Okay. I thought we were 2 hours ahead. I know MST to CST so well because I talked to Gus too much. Okay, I gotcha. That's fair. Which, has Gus come by? I asked because I do want to talk to you. No. No, Gus hasn't stopped by yet. He said see ya tomorrow yesterday, so I'm assuming he probably intends to come in, but I'm not gonna hold him to it. He does what he wants to do. He's a grown man. I'll go ahead and kill it. I need the gunpowder anyway. Well, I don't need it. I have a whole farm. I'm central and eastern because I'm beyond time. That's crazy, dude. It's that Mi Espresso. Dang it, it's stuck in my head. No, no, not the Mi Espresso. That song. Oh boy. And that SNL clip you sent me. That was peak. That was peak songwriting, honestly. I prefer the Black Ops 3 Zombies over cover of 50 Cent's Many Men by Iniquity Rhymes. Absolute banger. I have not heard that one. I don't really listen to any music. Well, okay, that's a lie. I listen to music. It's just like the stuff I listen to a lot. The stuff I don't listen to, I don't listen to at all. 50 Cent is like in that group of I don't listen to at all. And it's nothing against him. I just genuinely haven't taken the time to try to listen to any of his stuff. I don't know. We'll do that. To be fair, I don't really think 50 Cent is all that relevant anymore. So, like, I guess I have an excuse to not be listening to his music, but I don't know. Still feels a little bit strange. Okay. I'm Pacific Standard. Nice. We got all the homies here then. We got EST represented. Then we got, well, we don't have any MSTers here in chat right now. But we got CST with Ant and Swiftu, and then we got PST with Ant. Or not Ant, sorry. I meant Spicy and Swiftu, not Ant and Swiftu. But Ant is PST. So we got everybody. We just gotta get our MST gang back, which I'm sure we'll find them eventually. They have a habit of showing up when you mention their names. I feel really bad. I mistakenly had a screen capture of him via Game Bar. I know he doesn't really like when people do that stuff. I feel really bad about it. Like, really bad. Jacob told me I should not try too hard, so I am not. I just feel bad. So, if it was a mistake, then, you know, at the end of the day, all you gotta do to rectify that mistake and make it all better, just press the delete button. That's all you gotta do. He doesn't need to know that you had it. Truthfully, I saw that all go down in his Discord. I think I know what you're talking about. He doesn't need to know that you had it at one point. He doesn't want other people necessarily knowing that you had it. And, you know, if at one time you feel like you need to tell him, then you can tell him. But at the end of the day, it's just like, delete it, move on. You know? Just be glad that you were the one that had it and not somebody else. Because you can do the responsible thing. That's my advice on it. I don't know, you know, how you feel about that necessarily, but that's my 2 cents. Dressed to Impress sesh over. Kendrick Lamar dropped a new album. It was solid. I don't listen to Kendrick either. I don't listen to 50 Cent. I'm not too big on rap. I'm very picky about rap. I could probably count the rap songs I like on 2 hands, and most of those are probably parodies or covers. That's fair. I like Eminem. I like NF. I like, I struggle with this. I kind of think Linkin Park sort of fits rap a little bit. So I would include them in that count, I guess. So, you know, I like Linkin Park. But you're kind of right there. I'm picky on the rap I listen to a certain degree. It's just I've got certain tastes, I guess. I don't know. Okay, let's do it with the deep slate here. Okay. Easy temporary block. I can get more of it if I need it. But I will never need deep slate, ever. Not smooth deep slate, anyway. Okay, one more here. And then I think there's one more on the bottom layer that I need to do. Let's see. I did, but I don't know if he can trust that. I took it to DMs to tell him that I deleted it once I realized editing a video. Then you've done your due diligence. Like, obviously he might not, like, appreciate the fact that you had it in the first place, but the fact that you told him that you had it and then that you deleted it, you know, I don't think he's gonna be super mad at you. I don't know. That's just me. So long as you haven't been constantly doing that, from my understanding, it's kind of like one of those things of like, oh well, mistakes happen. Occasionally you're gonna cross boundaries. That's kind of life, you know? He's an adult. He'll treat you like an adult, so long as you act like an adult back. So you're handling it like adults. You're fine. He's probably not gonna yell at you. He might be a little upset. Like I said, there's a chance of that anyway. There it is. I was looking for this. All right. Okay. That's another tree. Yay. Let me turn on shaders. It'll disappear. There we go. Look at that. 2 whole trees. I'm so good. I'm so good. Spotify DJ is kind of good. So, yes, it's good until it goes, oh, you've been listening to these hits recently and your account got hacked. And then it's like, oh yeah, no, this is gonna suck. Cause then it just starts playing a whole bunch of Spanish music and you're like, I don't know what this is. I can't understand a single word. This is I don't understand what you're saying. So yeah, luckily there's an easy button to press to move on. I feel like the music it pushes sometimes in the recommendation is very clearly bought and paid for. It's not actual music that people that are like me would listen to. But you know, it's whatever. Okay, so this is the third one. Welcome to the server, Sihan. Scooch it this way. There we go. Alright. I like One Enough song and a few Eminem songs. For Eminem, my favorite is Not Afraid. That's fair. That's fair. I like NF. I like a lot of his stuff, and same thing with Eminem. I don't know if I necessarily have a favorite song by them right now, but I do like both of them. It recommended me Dear Maria, Count Me In. Really good song for some reason. Dude, that's a classic. I love Dear Maria. 50 isn't relevant anymore, but I still listen to him. I have listened to a little Tupac. I will say I have only listened to rap by gangster rap, if you will. My favorite rappers either got shot or they got killed. That's about average for especially the time period of rappers that you mentioned. That was sort of a common reoccurring theme, unfortunately. I don't know. That's that. That is a observation that I have made, I guess. You know, Spicy, I'm gonna send you a video. I'll send it in Whisper. I feel even worse because the 2001 Honda Civic and PC Gus situation. In a VC, an hour later, we did speak, and he didn't yell, but I like, as in me, still feel awful. I don't know. I think at a certain point, you know, being upset with yourself isn't gonna get you anywhere. Like, yeah, it sucks that anything happened in the first place, but like, is it really gonna make you a better person overall, just, you know, being upset with yourself? I don't know. That's me. Like I said, you know, everybody's entitled to their own opinions and whatever. But that's my outlook on things, I suppose. Okay. Give me that. Yeah. I don't know. I think if you can handle anything in DMs and VCs and stuff, you're fine. Example. This wasn't handled in DMs. This was handled right there in Twitch chat. Luckily, it wasn't that bad, or it ended up not being that bad, but it easily could have been had my messages gotten buried. But a couple days ago, there was some messages in Kit's chats that said that I called her mommy. I didn't want to have to try to explain that, but I did. I ended up explaining it, and I think I did a very good job, might I add. It was a time, though. It was a time. That easily could have gone bad. And I went back later and I apologized in her DMs. I was like, hey, that probably shouldn't have come up on stream. That probably shouldn't have come up on stream. Sorry. If you need to talk about it, if it made you uncomfortable, let me know. So I mean, and that turned out just fine. It was like, no, that was okay. It's fine. You're okay, dude. It's like, okay. So long as I don't offend anybody, then I can forgive myself. You know, that's what I'm trying to say, basically. Therapy Session by NF is good, and I have listened to a lot of Eminem. And I will say a favorite is hard to pick. But I will say as of right now, it is Old Time Steak. Therapy Session, the whole album Therapy Session is so good. The song especially, just Therapy Session as a song is good. I like that one pretty well. There's some relatable lines in that one beyond, the fact of him being a rapper, He's got some relatable things just being in the entertainment industry in general, which is kind of nice. Nice thing to relate to. Wait, what? Sorry, Wi-Fi was being bad. What did you say? Oh, so I likened what you were saying about you and Gus. So, you guys were talking about, whatever in chat. And, so you guys, I'm assuming, probably, talked about a lot of stuff there. So you know his general thoughts on that kind of stuff. But I basically likened it to, like, if you've talked about it already to somebody and, if they forgive you, then that should give you permission to forgive yourself, essentially. I mean, for example, like I said, I talked to Kit about the mommy thing because it got brought up in her chat, and I was like, uh-oh. That wasn't great. I did not call her mommy, just for the record, before anybody asks. I did not. But, it's so sad that I have to even clarify that. But it got brought up in her chat that I did, so I had to go through a whole situation on her stream where I was explaining it, which ended up being funny. It was fine. But I went back to her DMs later and I just apologized again because I was like, on stream, people are more likely to say things they don't necessarily mean. Like, oh yeah, it's not that big of a deal, or it's not making me uncomfortable. I've said it, I know other people do. Streamers are blatant liars, okay? They are liars. They will lie to you right then and there, because they don't want to make chat feel uncomfortable or make things weird. We do it all the time. Or we'll water down the truth. Okay, that is definitely true. So maybe there are a couple who don't lie, but they will water down the truth so that they can say, well, I didn't lie, I just didn't tell the full truth. We can blame Ant for that one. It was actually Gus. That was all Gus. He'll deny it to the end, but it was all him. Okay, we need to put one right here. So just scooch it on over. Right there. Alright. I gotta say, building these trees ain't too bad. I don't hate it. Okay. There we go. I will say, do I want to say that actually? Hang on. I gotta think if I want to say that before I say it. Sometimes you almost say something, you're like, maybe I don't. Maybe that's not a good idea. That was what just happened right there. I was like, maybe not. I don't know. If I don't know, I probably just shouldn't. That's what I'll say. Thanksgiving is coming up though, which I'm hyped about. I'm hungry. I've been really hungry lately. Like the last couple of days, I've just been like starving, especially around stream time. Like right now, I could go for like a whole nother meal, and I ate like, okay, I guess it's been a little bit. It's been about 3 hours, which isn't terrible, but it's not fantastic either. You know, I'm hungry again though, and I usually only have to eat like one meal a day to survive. Now it's getting like to the point where it's like, man, I could definitely go for more food. Okay, I want that one. See, I'm looking forward to Thanksgiving. I don't know if you guys are or not. I know a lot of people are going on Thanksgiving break for school, which is pretty nice. I've heard this year has been a busy year for a lot of people in school, so I'm sure any of you who are in school right now would definitely appreciate a little bit of a break. Is this the second one? Yeah, that's the second one. Okay. Is that guy working? He is indeed working. Okay, I want that and okay. I love how easy these trees are getting. I don't even have to like worry about it that much. It's just like, oh, place a couple of blocks and just kind of talk. I can yap. I can yap for hours at a time. I have noticed over the years I've gotten a lot better at that too. Cause like I said, at the beginning of the stream, I've been rewatching old VODs and seeing where I was at versus where I'm at now. And I can say with pretty good certainty, I am way better than what I was, and had younger me met current me, he would totally want to collab, you know? I don't know if I would want to collab with young me, but he would want to collab with me, and that's all that matters. I don't know. Just an interesting thought there, I guess. Oh, I missed. Dang it. Put one there and there. We'll have to go get more leaves soon, which is fine. We'll have plenty of time to do that, but right now we won't worry about that too much. Alright. I'm trying to think what I can really talk about today. I haven't done much. I ended up sleeping in a little later than what I wanted to, which wasn't bad. It just wasn't great. Because I went to bed at 4. I tried to go to bed when, right around the time Kit had ended her stream. It was late, like I said. I want to say it was close to 3 in the morning. And, just couldn't. So I got back on my computer and I started to get a little bit of work done. And by the time 4 o'clock rolled around, man, my eyes got heavy. And I was like, okay, it's time to get in bed right this second. We're just gonna pass out. And I did. It was nice. It was really nice. I would definitely recommend it. However, I woke up like, well, my watch died, so I don't think I woke up to my first alarm. So I was up at like 11:30, so 7.5 hours, which isn't bad. Not great, but not bad. Not bad. Usually I let my watch tap me to wake up, and because it died last night, I just couldn't track my sleep and couldn't wake up on time. I'm glad I got the amount of sleep I did though, because right now I am pretty tired, like I said earlier. But I'd be even more tired if it weren't for that. Okay. And I've also been getting a lot of work done today. I will say that much. Crossing things off the to-do list and all that kind of stuff. I did, what did I do? I did one of the thumbnails like I told you guys. And I've been working on a video as well. That's been nice. We're actually almost halfway done on the research phase, I guess. That's what I'm gonna call it. I think I told you guys what the video is gonna be. It's 1 year of building in Minecraft, which is funny because we're almost on 2 years of this SMP. But I'm only gonna showcase 1 year, and then I'm gonna do the second year afterwards. But I'm sorry, there's something in my throat. Wait 1 second. Okay. So, yeah, I'm trying to get that done before the end of the year, though, and I don't know if I can. I don't know. But I'm hoping I can. If I can't get that one done, then I'm gonna try to get a different video done. I've got a couple of ideas that I can probably pump out in like a couple of days, if worse comes to worse. So, we'll see what we have to do, you know? I will say ads are going to be starting in about 3 minutes. So when they do start, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a quick little break. I'm going to go grab some water. And then when I come back, we'll get back into, you know, building and farming trees for a little bit. But I'll take a quick break. It'll give me some time to go get some water and maybe find something small to eat. We'll see. We will see. Okay, do that. Do that. You know what? I might have a video idea that I just thought of right now. I will throw it in the to-do list, and I might write it out. It might be a good idea. Okay. So we're just gonna keep farming these trees as usual until the ads start. When the ads do start, some of you guys aren't gonna be able to, you know, see or hear anything, but you'll still be able to type, I believe. So what you guys can type in there is things you want me to talk about when we come back. Whether that be just questions that you got for me or statements you want to make. I'm happy to be here for any of it. Oh, we even got music. Look at you, Mojang. Perfect timing. Yeah, let's while we're ready, let's go this way really quick. I'm gonna try to finish up that tree, or at least the main part of the tree anyway. Okay. That's the one. Okay. You're gonna do that. And then this. And then it's 2. Yep. Okay. Look at you. Now I just gotta plan this out properly. Guess that works. That is a really wacky way to do it, but that worked. Alright. Working. Gosh. Like that. There we go. Okay. Alright, ads are gonna be starting now, so I'm gonna take a quick break during that time period. In the meantime, if you guys need to go get snacks or anything, go ahead, go take care of yourself. We'll be here. We'll be back in about 3 minutes or so. All right, we're back. How's it going, everybody? I can't show you it, but I do have it. My mom has officially opened up the eggnog. And there's these cups that we have. They're from my grandmother. They're these little character cups from like Looney Tunes. And every year we get the eggnog. We pour it in these cups. It's just become a tradition of sorts, I suppose. We have non-character cups as well, but this is just what we've always done, I guess. So I'm gonna get my first taste of it this year. And I'm probably gonna be sipping on it throughout the entire stream, if I'm honest. But I can't wait. I love eggnog. I wish I could share with you guys. I don't know if you guys are a fan of eggnog or not, but man, that's some good stuff right now. That hits the spot. I went down there. I forgot. Well, I didn't see it till I stood up. That my mom had texted me about 40 minutes ago asking me if I wanted a glass. I was like, well, now I'm down here. I might as well get one. And there it was. My mom was ready. She was ready. Okay. Let me sleep really quick. For anybody that may have came in during the Be Right Back screen, we are back again. We're going to be working on a forest right now. So I'll go ahead and show you guys what we're kind of thinking. We'll go ahead and turn on shaders again just to give you guys the full vision and experience here. So we've already got these like trees here. It's gonna kind of be like this, but a lot more thicker and more dense and large. All those words. So you can kind of see here we've got these little poles. 2 block talls are a certain size, 1 block talls are a certain size, and once you get like way up there, you see a 3 block tall, that's another size. There's no 4s yet, but we'll be having 4s put in at some point. But we're gonna just be focusing on the 1s, I think, for now. Just to try to get it completely figured out. And then maybe another time we'll do the 2s, and then another time we'll do the 3s, and eventually it'll all look filled in, and it'll be perfect. I might even do a 3 today, I don't know, we'll see. But I'm gonna be trying to do as many 1s as possible, because it'll sound nicer in a YouTube title, if I'm honest. It'll be something like, I built 200 trees, or something. It's not gonna be that many, but I built, you know, more than likely 10 or 20 trees. That's not bad. I could do that. And if that's the case, that we are gonna build, you know, a bunch of these trees. Ooh, rip. If that is the case that we're gonna build a bunch of these trees, I need to probably plan to remember that I'm gonna be building that many. Otherwise, what'll end up happening is I'll get tired of midway through it all and I won't push because it's just like, oh, you know, it's just a couple of trees. We can put that off till later. I don't know. So we got 4 here already, so we're making good progress. I mean, if we look at the math here, if we did 4 trees in 1.5 hours and we're trying to shoot for 10, let's say, we'd be here for a grand total of 4 hours. That's not bad. And I am getting faster, which means we might actually have time to do several trees, which wouldn't be so bad. Okay. That was, or this one? Okay, there it is. Okay, that was a 2, so we need our 3rd. That'll be right here, I guess. Or on second thought, yeah, So I'm trying to think here. I don't want these to all look exactly the same. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3. Okay, so we put a third there. That wouldn't look good. So we'll put 3 right on up here, and it should look okay. So yeah, let's see that. So scooch you on over, up, scooch, and put you back. Okay. And just like that, we have our third, well, not our third tree, but our third tree. It's our 5th one today. 6th total. Okay. Bring it on down, and let's keep moving. I will say, one thing I know that's going to be a pain is the leaves. It's always a pain with any build, is having enough leaves. So it's a good chance, unfortunately, that we will probably have a lot of our time taken up by farming leaves that we didn't have to do earlier because I already had a bunch stockpiled. But I don't have any more stockpiled, so we're on our own now. Okay. Oh, that's not actual spruce wood. Okay, gotcha. And there we go. Another layer done. They're very simple. That's what I didn't like about those trees over there, was like, it was fence posts and all sorts of different shapes. These trees are very straight. They're very... It's inventory light. You don't need a bunch of other random items. It's literally just, okay, you need stairs, you need slabs, you need blocks, your trunk blocks, and then you need your leaves. That's all you need. Whereas on the other one, it felt like you needed, well, I guess it was about the same amount, because the other one never used slabs, as far as I remember. But it did use a bunch of fences, which take time to make. I mean, time and a lot of resources. Hey, Ryan Ralph, how's it going, dude? Good to see you. Oh, ad time. Dang. How long would you like your ad time? Somebody came in with a mission. I cannot do that. We're gonna have to do another tree. 3 minutes? Alright. This ad time is sponsored by Ryan Ralph. Whether you get an ad or not, I do not know. But it is going to attempt to run them regardless. So, good luck. May the odds be ever in your favor as I run a ad for 180 seconds. You guys won't miss much. It's probably just gonna be me farming trees. Alright, that'll also turn off the pre-roll ads for about an hour longer, so you guys won't have to worry about that. At least not for a while. One thing I do need to do tonight, and I mean, I need to do it, is I need to... Okay, I should probably add some backstory to this. I realize I didn't add any, you know, it's like, probably should. My brothers and sisters, we all do a gift exchange every year. And it's where we pull names out of a hat. And, you know, whatever name you get is who you're buying for. It was a good way for us when we were younger, because our parents couldn't, like, afford for us to buy a gift for each and every one of us. Because they would be paying to, you know, $20 per kid to give another kid a gift. So when you add that up to 5 kids giving 5 gifts each, or 4 gifts each, you know, each kid needs a total of, well, what's 4 times 20? Geez, $80. And when you add that 80 up to the 5 kids, it's like, no, that's not feasible. That's more than what they spent on us on average every Christmas, I'm pretty sure. As like a whole group of kids. I could check that up. Hang on. It's 80 times 5. Yeah, that's 400. That's not even like. I think my parents may have spent more than that a couple of years, but that was also kind of a gift towards them in some regards, which we'll get into in a little bit. But they, yeah, my parents came up with this tradition, I guess, where to help save on the money, each kid would get to buy one gift for one of the siblings, and so the way we would always decide was was by drawing names from a hat, and that stuck. That stuck. It's still going strong. I think we've only broken the streak once, and that was last year, because I think we still did it last year. Now I think about it, yeah, because I got a guitar slide. So we definitely still did it. So no, I don't think it's ever been broken now. Anyway, that's a thing we did, and we're doing it again this year. It's really easy to buy for just one person. Hopefully this year it will be too. I need to check the price limit we set this year. We also set a price limit because not all of us work jobs. So it's unrealistic to believe that some of us can pay as much as others can. So we always set a price limit as well. And in this case, the price limit is, if I can find the text, it's $25 to $30. That's not bad. It's definitely gone up since our last couple of times. It used to be 20. It used to be 20, and I was like, oh, that's tough. Can we not sleep tonight? I need bones. Yeah, sure. Sure thing, dude. I almost went to go to my bed immediately after I said that. Oh, no. Hiking A, Earth Hydra, good to see you, dude. How you doing? Okay. One thing I started talking about this, but I don't think I ever finished talking about it. We updated the server recently. Thank you, Big Unk. That's crazy. We updated the server recently, and it is running on the newest version of Minecraft right now, I think. I don't think there's a 0.4 out yet. That's coming out sometime in December. What version is the SMP on again? We are on 1.21.3. But you can play on pretty much any version of the game. I almost went to go sleep again. Jeez. But yeah, 1.21.3 is the native version we're running, which allows you guys to use bundles and all that kind of stuff. Okay. I'm gonna come over here and take you out. And then I need to come back over here and take you guys out. There we go. Okay, try that again. I just didn't want to mess with those when I got down to the bottom. 2 more spawned immediately. Oh my gosh. Okay. It didn't take very long, but that happened. But, oh yeah. So what I was trying to say and all that was basically, if you guys run into any problems on the server, turn a blind eye. No. If you run into any problems on the server, let me know. Post it in the Discord if you can, and I will take care of it. I spent like a grand total of 12 hours working on it the last couple of days, so I'm really deep into troubleshooting, so I'm used to it. We'll be probably updating some plugins tonight after stream as well. I can't promise that for certain, but I might. If we do it, then server might go down for a couple of hours again. Maybe not a couple hours. I'm gonna try to get all the updates done in one fell swoop, so it'll hopefully only be, like, it'll only probably take 5 minutes for the server to come back up. The only issue is if something does go wrong, it is a really long process to fix it. Also, thank you for submitting your taxes, Admiral. Much appreciated. 13 times total. Nice. Nice, dude. Okay. Ouch. I'm trying to think as well. One second. Alright. What was I saying? Right. I'm trying to think as well how many more trees we want to build realistically. Like I said, I think I know. I think I know. Generally speaking, I mean, I want to try to do. I want to try to do 10. I want to try to do 10. Mob spawns are insane on this server. That's just hard mode. That and also, like, you technically have, like, the mob spawn cap of 2 people right now. Because a lot of my base is lit up. And, so you're getting all the spawns that I don't. Way out there. Now I still do get a bunch over here because I haven't lit up this, but lurk talking to Jacob right now. All right, sounds good. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it, Spicy. Thank you. Like 80% of skellies spawn with enchanted bows, and most mobs spawn with armor. Yeah. That would be due to hard mode and local difficulty. So the more time that's spent in a chunk, or a region of the world, I believe it's actually done by regions, not chunks. Which a region, if I'm not mistaken, is like a 16 by 16 area of chunks. The more time you spend in that area, though, the more difficult it gets. Now, I don't know if there's a place I can check that anymore. I think it only does that on single player games now. Local difficulty. Where is it? Rip. That's polling. We don't need that. Yeah, local difficulty is not listed right now. Slash. Would be game rule local. Is that not a command? I could have sworn that was a command, but it's not. Okay. I'm gonna try my absolute best to make this work. But local difficulty has a lot to do with it. Like, the more, I think the maximum that it goes up to is 5, if I'm not mistaken. And when you're on 5, it's basically like diamond armor mobs, pretty much fairly often, if I'm not mistaken. It's not like the norm, but it's very common. Okay. I'm just gonna do as much of this as I can. There's no way I can get underneath these. Come on, I just want to hit the creeper. I can take on the rest of these guys. There we go. There we go. Okay. Bro. I thought I was safe. I thought I was safe. Okay, there we go. Okay, dude. You have a punch bow or something, dude? That was pushing me a lot more than I thought it would. Wow. Okay. What are you guys' thoughts on the Minecraft movie, if you don't mind me asking? I don't know how many of you guys have seen the trailer for it. I'm kind of the mind that it might not be as bad as we initially thought. Which feels so weird to me. But, I don't know, I actually kind of think the movie has some... It has something about it that just, it instilled a little bit more confidence in me. The CGI didn't look as bad, and the characters not being CGI'd in as well makes a lot of sense. It being live action, the story direction they're going, it being live action makes sense. Now, do I still think it should have been animated? Yeah, kinda. I think a fully animated Minecraft movie would have been good, but honestly, I mean, what other Minecraft story would they have gone with? Let's be real here. They picked two classic Minecraft storylines where it's like, okay, we're gonna bring people from the real world here because this is just an easy movie storyline right there. It's pretty much already written for us. We'll take the smallest one and move it over here. So that was easy enough. They just had to Jumanji it, which is fine. Then they just pulled the piglins and said, "Yep, piglins are invading our world. We need you to help save us." Like, okay. So this is how it goes, huh? I don't know if they could have made people happy with any other storyline though. Like, what kind of story could you come up with that features, you know, Alex and Steve versus Herobrine? Like, don't get me wrong, I'm sure they could cook up a really great story with that. Somebody could. But I can't. I know I can't. And so it's hard for me to look at it and go, somebody else needs to be able to do this. I don't know. If all jokes have some truth to them, does that mean I am in your walls? Only some of the time. Only some of the time. I should clarify. Only some of the time you're in my walls. Not all the time, though. No difference. That's fair. The CGI has grown on me. That was my main gripe about it, honestly. Story-wise, I'm going to refrain from making any judgments on it until I actually watch it, I think. The premise seems interesting enough. It seems kind of cringy, I'm not gonna lie, like... As a child, I yearned for the mines. It's like, okay, I understand they were just trying to make a joke with all the young people, and that's why it's giving me Mimi vibes, but it's Also, at the same time, you know, I can't be too mad about it. I don't know. There's a lot I could say about the movie, I'm sure. Okay. I should also light up underneath my mountain now that I think about it. I need to light up everything around the mountain. Oh, jeez. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Alright. I'm convinced Warner Bros. Were trying to make up what they lost with the FNAF movie, so they didn't want Scott Cawthon to have creative direction, so Scott left them for Blumhouse. That would make sense. That would make sense. I don't know. I didn't even watch the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, I'm gonna be honest. I watched part of it, but I fell asleep. It's not that it was a bad movie, it was just a really long night. So I couldn't stay awake. Okay, so that's 2, so we'll put 2 right here then. There we go. FNAF was a banger as live action, so they tried to one-up it. I don't know, I think creativity, and I hate saying it this way, but you're gonna have to bear with me for a minute, guys. Creativity is dead. At least in Hollywood. And that's where I needed you guys to bear with me on it. It's dead in Hollywood. Because here's the fact of the matter. They're making millions no matter they write a whole new story with a whole new set of characters, or if they just do another live action remake, or take another beloved franchise and just make another movie out of it. They will always make more money out of that because they don't have to pay for people to come up with new characters. They don't have to pay new artists to come up with sketches for these characters to look like. Because here's the truth, like, they could just pump out Mario movies and Sonic movies and FNAF movies and Minecraft movies, and we'll go keep watching them. Why? Because we're the suckers here. Because we keep holding on to hope that it's going to be better or at least good. And we go, well, they don't want to make anything else. It's like, yeah, they don't, but at the same time, if they want your money, they will. I don't know. That's just me. I mean, it doesn't stop me from going to watch these things. Like, I'll watch a Minecraft movie. I think that has potential to be good. The Mario movie was actually good. The nice thing about those is it's not just based off of source material. And I think game movies aren't bad. For example, Sonic is actually good. I liked Sonic. I liked Mario. I haven't watched Sonic 2, and I know Sonic 3 looks pretty decent from what I've seen. But, you know, I think they need to start working on new franchises and stuff, new characters for people to love, because I'm getting tired. I'm not gonna lie. Seeing the same characters hit the screen just in different styles or different actors is starting to get a little tiring. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. Maybe that's just the movies I tend to watch. I know there are like other movies that exist outside of Disney and such, but it's hard to find a movie that you can actually watch with your whole family when you gotta be super picky about things. And so Disney is like the only thing that's left. And Disney's kind of on the edge of the bubble anyway. I don't know. There's a tough decision to be made there. Yep, they're trying to combine 3D animation, CGI, and live action to try and keep up with the success of FNAF movie, which they lost because they were dumb. Yeah. I don't know. Why are there... Where are all these mobs? Where are these mobs? Okay, there's one. This was never a problem until now. Why are there so many mobs there? Oh my gosh. Yeah, Sonic is getting a bit old. Next is gonna be Sonic 40. Well, that's the thing. Like, I liked the Sonic movie. I just haven't seen the second one, so I probably won't watch the third. But it's kind of like same thing with the MCU. I'm kind of tired of Marvel movies. I will probably watch Spider-Man, the next one. I like Spider-Man. He's still cool. I like, I'll probably watch Doomsday, Avengers Doomsday, because I want to see how that plays out. But I've gotten to the point where I'm comfortable enough just skipping certain movies and then reading a synopsis if I think it's going to be important. Because I'm not going to go spend my money to go watch something that I think is going to be garbage just because it's a part of a series of movies, you know? Don't you hate it when you make a build but you cannot get a good screenshot of it no matter the angle? Yeah. Occasionally you'll just have like... This happened to me on King SMP Season 2. My base was so big that I couldn't actually get a good screenshot of it. And, it sucked. It was fun. It was fun to build, and I really enjoyed it, but there was no way to get a screenshot of everything. I had to get several screenshots, which just doesn't encapsulate the glory of the base, because that is the trick about it, is like, you know, you want it to be this work of beauty. You want people to understand the absolute size of it, you know? I don't know, that's just me, I guess. I sent you an example. I spent so long on this build, but I can't get a good screenshot. Like, you have to see it to get the effect. Oh, geez. Okay. Yeah. I can sort of see what you mean there. Could you maybe get, like, an overhead view of it? Like, flying up a little bit just to try to get a good angle? Even then, I don't know if that would work out, but that would be the only thing I can think of. It does look good, though. One thing I need to do really quick. Scroll through here. Let's double check. Are we okay? Yeah. Alright. Just making sure. Okay. What are we doing? So, how many trees have we built? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're on our 8th, so we just need to build 2 more after this. And then we'll technically have built my trees. Wow, I'm flying through this. What we might end up doing then is we'll probably work on a couple of the 3s up there. probably. And then we might do a couple. Well, I don't want to keep doing ones. Ones are kind of getting a little bit old. Then we might actually go back into the town and plan some things out. Then we'll actually, maybe we'll finish one of the houses. Like add some shrubbery to this one. Maybe add a couple of windows to one of these. Maybe. We'll see. But, you know, working on trees for 2 hours and we got 10 of them done, this actually might not be terrible. The worst part is honestly just getting more material. I learned how to paint trees. Like, I didn't hand do those trees. I just, like, brushed them. Well, they look good. I know you said you brushed them, but still. It's a good thing to learn. You got the spacing between them right, which is good. I know sometimes that could be a little bit tricky. Okay, I need more leaves. Okay. You know what? Let me go grab some of my frog lights. We're gonna do a dangerous mission here. It auto spaces them. Don't you have to specify a number though? Or does it automatically do that too? I seem to remember it like telling you like, you know, so you would tell it the density almost in one of your numbers. But maybe I'm wrong. You can? Okay. I'm assuming by that you probably just you mean that you just probably left it to default. Which is fine. I'm not trying to take away what you've done. I'm just trying to tell you, like, you know, I think it's still cool regardless. It does try to auto space them. Okay, nice. Well, it looks good. The whole build does. I don't know if you only did the tree brushing or what, but I think all of it looks pretty good. Okay. Okay, fly away. Oh boy, okay. What are we looking at here? That is just a really dark spot. Okay. We're gonna just keep trying to peel away at it then and see what we can do. The good news is I don't need to be down here very often. The bad news is I do still have to come down here occasionally because sometimes I'm like, oh, I need a farm or I need dirt. Lots and lots of dirt. And I'm getting dirt is with coming down here because I'm not gonna travel. Fly. Okay. I'm not gonna try to fly, you know, 2,000 blocks away to go dig up some dirt and then come right back. You know, that's a lot of effort. I'd rather not if I can avoid it. Okay. I'm still alive. That's all that matters. Okay. Gosh, I've been trying to find random inspo on Pinterest and sharpen my skills a little. That's a good idea. It definitely doesn't hurt. That's for sure. I'm debating on when I get my art tablet what I want to start trying to draw. You know, I want to be able to draw people because I think that would be fun. I'm in a lot of communities where that could be utilized as well, where it's like, I kind of want to do some fan art today, so I need to be able to draw people. Or I want to draw my own emotes, so I need to be able to draw people. You know, things like that. So when I get I'm trying to write down some ideas of things I'd like to draw when it all comes up, you know? Alright. I placed a stack of frog lights. That should take care of my mob issue for a little bit anyway. Hopefully. I've always found my inspiration in Minecraft to just be, I'll walk around until I find a place where it's like, whoa, it hit me all of a sudden. I need to build something right here, right now. And I'll look at it for a minute. I'll go, yes, I see. And then I just build it. I don't understand how it comes out of my mind necessarily. And I suppose it's different when you're doing like creative building, I suppose, versus like a base on survival or something. You know, in like creative building, it's a lot harder to look at it because you're not thinking of the necessities necessarily. You're more so looking at it going, okay, I want to build. Usually you go into creative to build things with a specific purpose of, I'm building it for, I'm building this, or I'm building something for this person or this group or whatever. I don't know. That's kind of what I'm thinking. That's my way of approaching it anyway. See, my brain doesn't have that feature there. I say, wow, something needs to go there, but I can't see what goes there. I see. Okay. Yeah, for me, it's always just been like, for example, here, I walked up to this, I saw the mountain in the village. I was like, what if we did a ruined village with a volcano right in the middle of it? And then the ruined village never actually stuck around, really. I mean, it's still down there, but it's gonna get torn up, probably. That did not sound good. My chair just made that sound. Uh-oh. But yeah, with like this build in specific, it was just kind of like a conglomeration of ideas where it was like, even the White Tower, for example, that originally was built just because I needed a place to hide my villager breeder. And we were going to hide like a huge, wacky idea in there where the villager breeder was at the top of the tower. And then it would funnel the villagers through this crazy little roller coaster all the way down to you. But I decided against it. Just because it's a lot of work. And then, you know, I knew in order to keep my villager breeder from pairing up with the villagers, I had to put the village a certain distance away. So that's how that town got built. And then I built the 2 villager rooms, and I was going to build another one. I was going to actually put all my villagers in one town. Or at least a good majority of them. But the game started lagging a little bit. So I was like, okay, I gotta make several villages then in order to prevent my game from being too laggy. So that's how that town over there got born, and how that town over there will be eventually born. And the mountain range, I don't even remember how it started. I just really wanted to build a mountain range, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna build one. And I built the first layer, and I was like, well, it needs more, because, like, you can't just do one side of it. You have to have, like, another side. Otherwise, it feels too paper thin. And that's how I ended up in the mess I am in today. I'm never gonna finish this project. But now I've been building like larger buildings and I can't build small stuff. I see what you mean. I know what you mean. Here, let me take you over this way. Okay. We can actually stop right here. All these houses by themselves look stupid. And I would not build them by themselves anywhere. I don't know if you would consider a house small necessarily, but I have found, for me anyway, that houses just are hard. I can't build them. They're too small for me to detail properly to make them look right. So I always resort to building a village instead. And it looks fine when they're all put together, you know? But when they're by themselves, oh, they're eyesores. The only one that might not be an eyesore is this barn, and that's because Unreal had a huge hand in it. But most of these builds look pretty crappy. This tree was custom. I built the tree. It looks fine on its own. At least I think it does. Did I build this one on my own? I think I did. Pretty sure I did. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. That boat is not mine, and I will never build a boat, I don't think. I want to, but I'm having a hard time getting a boat design that I like, and I don't want to just blueprint it necessarily. Although, that being said, I am kind of inclined to be allowed to do boat blueprints because I don't feel like I have to have everything in this world that's mine. Example being, my trees are all blueprints. And this one could actually have an in-lore reason, you know? Your boats are coming in. They're coming from other areas of the world, so I don't even have to be the guy that did it necessarily. I don't know. Speaking of villages, I just found a village. Nice. Whoa. Hang on. Let me land for a second. I need to check something. Solo building is kind of boring for me. I did apply for a build team today for a server. Oh, nice. Nice, dude. I will say, when we're ready to move into bigger plans for my server network, there is a good chance that we will probably contact you for lobby building. But that's a little ways out, so I can't really promise anything yet. That's a while away, though, like I said. I just wanted to let you know. I don't overlook your talents. I know you're a good builder. I've seen what you can build. Let's see. And I will say, okay, some things you could build if you wanted to. If you wanted to help with the server, okay? Like right this second. You know what we need? I need blueprints, or schematics, sorry. I need schematics to finish this area. That way I can either hand them out to other people to do, or I can do them myself. So if you really, really, really wanted to practice something, I don't know if you're interested in this build style at all, but we could definitely use a couple of either a full schematic of the rest of the outpost, which is at most 6 buildings, I think, and maybe maybe a pool, like an infinity pool of some sort or something. I don't know. You ever see the pool out in front of it's Washington Monument, isn't it? The huge pool. It would be something kind of like that. I don't know. If you have plans for buildings, I can do it. Okay. I'll tell you what. I can't do it tonight because I've already got a huge to-do list. but I will throw it on my to-do list for the future. To plan Bonsai Grove. And I will get back to you on some buildings I planned, and I'll send you the screenshot, or you can come in and look at the sizes of everything, and I'll give you a layout, and you can design some buildings and go from there, Generally speaking, though, it would need to fit in with everything that we've got already, because I'm not tearing any of it down. Which, luckily enough, is a relatively easy task for the most part. It's mostly plain. I mean, it's gonna be tedious, that's for sure. Getting the shape of the roof is the hardest part, in my opinion. Although I haven't tried to build a building like this from scratch in a while. I don't know. But yeah, I'll let you know. Penny's type is kind of easy. Yeah, I mean, so long as you can get the roof curve right, which in this case, I mean, it's 3 slabs down, 1 slab up. Or if you're way over there, it's a really big swoop, but you can sort of eyeball it and figure it out. I once said it can't be hard to build a full building in 1 hour on my first try. Nice. Cherry has made it 10 times better. That's true. The lack of cherry wood made it tough. But cherry wood has added that soft undertone that it really needed. If I'm not mistaken, isn't this archway Japanese? And I'm pretty sure this is... I don't know. Japanese name, that's right. Yeah. Yes, okay. I didn't build this, so it's been fun watching people start it. But I wasn't sure if Unreal was careful to pay attention that he was using the same architecture across the board. Not that it matters, because Bonsai Grove is fictional. It is a fictional place. It can have all the Asian architectures, technically, so long as they fit with each other, which some of them do, some of them don't. Yes, that's all Japanese style, I think. Cherry blossoms are also associated with Japan. That is true. I hear there's some towns in Japan where you go in the right season and it's just absolutely beautiful. It blends good enough, yeah. I didn't notice that. I don't think they've mixed any styles here. If they did, it's the building in the back, but it's using the right colors, so it doesn't necessarily matter. Also, I can't unsee it now. That reminds me of Pizza Hut. I'm sorry. That roof, that is an old style Pizza Hut. Okay, I'm good. I just needed to say that. I saw it and I was like, uh-oh. Alright, we're going back home. Alright, what was I doing? We're falling behind. I'm slacking off. My bad. I'm gonna finish this glass of eggnog really, really quick. There we go. There's still a little bit in the bottom, but I'm not gonna chase that down, not while I'm on stream. If you ever need the building help, I'll always be available. Sweet, let's go. Let's go. Let's see. King Regnog is drinking eggnog. Tell it to me straight. Is King Regnog inspired by eggnog? Okay. Inspired as in, like, is the name inspired by it? No. No, not at all. I genuinely don't remember, like, how in the world I came up with the name. It just sorta happened. Am I inspired by eggnog as in, is eggnog an inspiration to me? Absolutely. Eggnog should be an inspiration to everybody. I mean, it is a very delicious drink. I only strive to be as half as delicious as eggnog, okay? But no, the name, I genuinely do not know where it came from. It just kind of popped into my head. I needed a new name, and that's what came out of my mouth. I mean, okay, there is a little bit more to it than that. I'm not being entirely honest with you. Okay. So, the original way my name came to be it was originally, if I'm not mistaken, Flaming Gamer __ or something like that. Which, in my mind, wasn't that bad of a name, but it was terrible, okay? It was a very terrible name. Don't name yourself that. It's just cringe, okay? Now, that being said, I had been... Was there 2 Gs? Yes, there is 2 Gs. It may have even had an underscore between Flaming and Gamer just to differentiate it, knowing me. That's kind of why there's underscores in my name right now, is I was very careful to differentiate the wording. I didn't want people to be confused. I wanted everybody to know that it was three different things there. That's why I'm debating also changing it, but if I change it, I think I'm also going to buy up another account just to keep the underscored name as well. I don't know. So, what was I gonna say? Right. So my name, it kind of... Once I realized I had a cringy username, I immediately went to go fix it, because I think I was like 12 years old at the time, and I was like, I cannot be caught dead with a cringy username. That's just not gonna happen. So I start looking it up. I'm like, how do you get a good username? And I was like, well, one day I want to be a YouTuber, so like, how do you pick a name on YouTube? And so that's where the fun really came in, okay? I got so sucked into the YouTube grind before I could even post YouTube videos. I was watching so many videos on it, and I sat there and I studied these videos for so long, hours on end, until I finally found a video, and I sort of remember it. I don't remember who made it. I don't remember what the video was titled, but they said when you pick your YouTube name, you need to keep in mind the fact that you want people to remember your name. So don't pick something that's so common that they're gonna forget, but don't pick something so uncommon that nobody's gonna remember it. And then I didn't necessarily agree with that last point, because then they said, go look at all the YouTube channels that you watch now and that you remember. List off like 5 of them, the first 5 that come to your mind. And ideally they'll be in your niche. And that's how you can probably come up with a good name. And so I did. I sat there, and all of a sudden I was like Mumbo Jumbo. That's a weird name. What are you on about? That's uncommon. Okay. Grian. What the heck is a Grian? Is Sumo Void? What does that mean? I was really into Hermitcraft, okay? And this is before Green was in Hermitcraft, if I remember correctly. It may have been slightly after. But I was naming off all these characters and creators, and I was like, I'm realizing a lot of these people just made up their name. They didn't try to come up with something sensical. I had always been a king in my friend groups, basically. I mean, they all look to me as their leader, and that's not me being like egotistical or anything. That's genuinely what they've said. I mean, I have a lot of friends who have told me, like, the second you leave town, we don't talk to each other. If you're there, we'll actually be friends. But outside of that, we don't even really want to be around each other. I'm like, well, I guess I'm glad that I get to be something. I hold the people together. So I always was a king of sorts, I suppose. And they called me the Lord of Death for a while. That was fun. I had a lot of names to do with kingship and such. So it naturally felt right to have that in my name. Also, another comparison is, for those you don't know, in the Bible there is a King Josiah. Josiah is my real name, so it was easy enough for me to also take inspiration from that. I was like, okay, all the signs are pointing to me just being a king of some sort, and that's how I got that part anyway. I don't really know about the rest, because Ragnog has nothing. Nothing. It doesn't exist anywhere, okay? I have researched this so much. The closest thing I could find was Ragnar, or something like that. It was King Ragnar of, what was I even from? Hang on. So it's a legendary Viking king. No way. I named myself accidentally after a Viking. This is amazing. I don't know if he's a real Viking, but I accidentally named myself after him, I guess. But I heard his name at one point. Then you also had Thor Ragnarok. I think that was coming out around the time that I came up with the name, or it had been announced. So I'd like to believe that it probably came from that, but I genuinely don't remember. It just kind of happened. So I wish I could give you guys more info. It's just unfortunate that I can't. Hear me out. Reg means regular. I mean, I have gone on record as saying, like, that's what it means, but I kind of came to the point now where I don't even know if it needs a meaning. It's just me, you know? I don't know. I mean, reg being regular makes a lot of sense, actually. More so just because I like Star Wars, and in the Bad Batch, they call the regular Stormtrooper regs, and it always makes me smile a little bit when I hear that. So you got that. So if it meant anything, that's probably what it would mean. It wouldn't be something boring like regulator or something like that. That's not me. That's just not me. But I guess there's some insights into all that. Also, let me catch up here on chat. Fair, my username, as I have said many times, is just me mashing random members. What? I think you meant maybe numbers or letters before. It was just full on basically my government name. Oh, joy. So that's why King Regnog is still a public name? Yup. I should take it and have you buy it off me when you decide you want it. You could do that. Anyone could technically do that and then try to auction it off to me, which would be terrible. I'm actually probably gonna buy it soon. I have a little extra money. So I'm debating it. I don't know if I want to do that or if I want to buy some stream equipment first. It's a tough one. It's a real tough one. Lambride 333. Mumbo jumbo is like a British slang term, funnily enough. Yes, that is true. That is true. Gonna take Admiral style notes, writes down Josiah as his name. Hear me out, reg means regular. Or you may have just closed your eyes and typed something. I mean, I don't know. I wasn't really good with the keyboard when I was younger. Like, I used keyboard a decent amount, but I wasn't super adept at it either, so I wouldn't have been able to type out anything sensical necessarily. I don't know. It was a day I never thought I would need to remember, to be honest. Which I guess is the best kind of days, now that I think about it, you know? Those days where you're like, man, I never needed to think about this, and you just did stuff. There was nothing special about it, necessarily. It was just supposed to be an ordinary day. And yeah, it indirectly, sort of directly, changed your life for the better. I don't know. I don't know what I would have called me on Twitch had I not had this name. I can't think of another name I would go by. Even though I kind of hate this name. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of hate the name. But at the same time, it's not a bad name. Everybody else has told me they like it. And I don't know why. I really don't. I really don't. Did you ever watch Star Trek? No. My brothers and dad watched it a little bit here and there, but I never watched it. I mean, I've watched, like, clips here and there, I guess. There's a character on Star Trek called Nog. That's interesting. I don't know if it's a link. Depends on which series it was. They didn't watch all of them. Was that the original Star Trek? Okay, yeah. I see. Deep Space Nine. There's a chance he was in it. There was a chance. I kind of recognize him. I don't know. I didn't really watch Star Trek, though, so I don't know. I like to think it's eggnog. That is a common one everybody says, and I don't mind. I like eggnog. It's good. Eggnog is really good. So you're the king of regular eggnog. I mean, king regular eggnog. I'll take it. I'll take it. But it was over the character limits. Oh, jeez. Yeah, that would be about it, honestly. If I could tell you all my original old usernames, I would, but I can't. Some of them are just so... I wasn't great, okay? Let me say this, okay? It's not that the names are bad. I would share them. It's the fact that if you guys found any of the accounts it was tied to, you'd probably find a lot of personal info, because I was a stupid kid and didn't understand online safety all that well. I don't know what's out there. So I can't tell you any of my old usernames. Just know some of them were wild, okay? Oh man, I wish I could. I don't know. I get jealous of people. I'm not gonna lie. I get jealous of people with cool names. I don't see mine as all that cool. It's cooler. It's coolish. It's coolish. It's just not. I don't know. It's not as cool as say like okay, PC Gus. That is a legendary name. Okay, Kitrix Live. Drop the live. It's a cool name, but I mean, I understand the circumstances. You have to take what you have to take. So Kitrix is cool. I those are awesome names. Alias is encrypted. That is awesome. That is awesome. King Regnog? Oh, dude, ew. I cringe. I cringe thinking about it. I don't know. That's just me. I think all those names, like, mine's unique, but it's not memorable unique. That's the thing. I think PC Gus and Kitrix are, like, really easy to remember. That's the nice thing about them. I don't know. Alright. Is mine cool? Spicy wheat peppers? I think it's cool. Maybe not as memorable as the others, but it's definitely cool. PC Gus is OG as heck. Absolutely. It is very, very, very OG. I have probably made 100 accounts across every platform with my first name, first letter of my middle name, then 52. That was the user. And I realize you now know my name. Yep. Yep. It's okay. Don't worry, Swifto. I won't track you down. Kitrix is not cool. Quit glazing. She is very cool. Her name is cool, and she is cool. If you weren't called King Regnog, what would you be called? I don't know. I don't know. I literally can't think of anything else because, like, nowadays I get called by both King and Reg. Like, that's the thing. I could not tell you what else I would rather be called. And you know what? That's kind of nice, I guess. You guys have made it so the name has to stick. I think the only thing I would consider doing at this point is dropping the Nog. I would consider that. But I don't know if I would go anything beyond that necessarily. This is not the right tree. That is a 2. So we'll put a 1 here. Like that, there we go. I was born feet first. Does that mean my mom was a hat at that moment for a time? Okay, I have also seen that clip. If you're talking about pirate software. And I have been thinking about this deeply, and I still don't have an answer. Technically, yes. Technically, yes. But it feels so wrong to say yes, so I want to say no. Like, I want to throw up thinking about that. I don't know, I wasn't born that way. So I can't say that I ever wore my mom as a hat. Kits live, yo. Let's go. Okay, I will I'm gonna ask Kit that. Alright, sounds good. Let me catch up on your guys' chats. I can't imagine you calling you anything but King. I appreciate that, Earth Hydra. I was born, I already read that. My name, cool, mid-name, cool person. Bad part is the Kit. Is easy, and the Kit Ricks make me upset. So hi. Good time. Alright, see you later. Enjoy the lurk. I appreciate it. Okay. I'll wait to collect my stuff. I have time. I was gonna say I could collect my what do you call it? My daily arson while I'm over there, but I'll just wait. I'll just drop her alert right now. She doesn't even need to know I'm watching. Okay. I gotta keep building trees. I got 2 more to go, and then I want to build a slightly larger tree, I think. And then I might... I don't know, I might do something else. I don't know. We'll see. Who's Kit? Kit is awesome. You should check her out sometime. This will send her a notification, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Go check out Kit sometime, guys. There's a direct follow button to her channel. She's live right now, so you can see her and watch her. I think she's playing SBK today, and that's Skyblock Kingdoms, which is a pretty sizable community, if I'm not mistaken. I'm impressed with the places she's gotten into. I will be honest. She has done a great job networking with people, that's for sure, and she more than deserves it too.
Hello there.
That's not me just saying things, okay? Thank you for the follow, Mysterious Peep. I appreciate it. She did it back. That's funny. That's funny. Okay. I was curious how that went. I was like, why? How did Peep end up here? That would be how. Peep is a Kitrix viewer as well. That's funny to me. I told you guys she would see the notification, but it was worth it. You guys needed to go understand who she is. She's just cool enough for that. I don't just shout out anybody usually. Well, I will if they raid. If they don't raid, forget it. I won't shout out very many people. But Kit is cool. Kit is really cool. I show up for the arson and stay for and say hi, and I lurk for channel points. That's fair. I just recently hit my 15 view streak over there. So I think I'm on my 16th one now. I love getting so many channel points. We hit the channel point goal for her 12-hour. So I'm hyped about that. I have a 34, so that's what I gotta beat. Gotcha. Alright. I just gotta wait you out. I bet you I can I bet you I can show up to more streams. I've got this in the bag. Eventually you're gonna mess up sometime, right? I mean, I was worried that she was gonna miss yesterday's stream, and then she ended up streaming. But I wasn't sure if you were gonna be awake by the time it happened. She said she'll do a 100k point goal. We'll cook. Oh boy. Yeah, I've got 20k right now, and I'm still gaining even after the donations I've made. And then I've been doing a freeze cam every once in a while. That's been fun. Hey Coral, how's it going? Thank you for submitting your taxes. I appreciate it. How are you doing? Twitch deletes mine after my 40th day. Really? That's crazy. Wow. That's messed up. What the heck? We'll do a tree count after this, and I'll count up my trees and make sure I've done 10. I think I'm on my 9th, but I want to double check that. I need to get at minimum 10 done. I'm not in a hurry, but I need at minimum 10 done. Doing an essay right now, and I just spelled egg wrong. Might be the way I pronounce it, but I don't know. You spelled egg wrong? Interesting. How did you spell it, if you don't mind me asking? Let's see. I've seen every stream in the last 7 months, 8 days, 23 hours. Egg. Oh, I see egg. I gotcha. I can see how you would do that. I don't know how. I mean, like you said, if it's how you pronounce it, I can see it. I could see how that would happen. Especially if you're tired. I am not. It's not uncommon to me to make silly errors every once in a while because I'm tired. Oh, I don't have one of these, do I? I've seen every stream in the last 7 days, 8 months, 23 hours. I have not. I've only been here, or in Kit's community, for a little bit. An active part of it, I should say. I mean, I've been around, but I've not been around. So it's only been recently that I actually got into things, I guess. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We need one more. Okay. Let's put it... Let's gonna put one right there. I can actually do this overhead and make sure it goes to the right spot. Alright. I think that's the right spot anyway. It needs to go up one, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay. There we go. Okay. We are going to finish this last tree, and then after that... After that, we might... We'll work on a couple of houses, I think. Probably. I don't know. I used to be... I watch every stream until you guys kept telling me to follow 20 people a minute. I don't know. I have a hard time. I want to shout out all my friends because they're so cool. But at the same time, you get sucked into a loop where it's like, oh yeah, follow this person. I'll follow this person too. And well, I don't want to forget about this one. And before you know it, you've just shouted out like your entire follow list, which is like, 100 people long. I get what you mean. Nobody likes to feel like they're being advertised to either, which is kind of what a follow shout out is. I just have my core group now that I tend to say, yeah, follow this person or whatever. Especially if I'm talking about them a lot. I don't like to talk about other streamers if I can avoid it because I don't know. I just feel like it sends the wrong message. I don't know. But on the other hand, like, I don't know, what's gonna be the problem, I need dark oak wood. Okay. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it, Earth Hydra. Thank you. And follow this person. Oh, and this person. Oh, and exactly, Coral, exactly. I know exactly. I used to be that guy to some extent. Also, just so you guys know, ads will be starting here in about 2 minutes. I apologize. Well, okay, we're gonna try to snooze them. I'm gonna see if we can finish this tree.
Hello there.
And finish one of our houses. Thank you for the follow, Zeffy Rainy on Minecraft. Much appreciated. I think Zephyr Rainy on Minecraft. There we go. I think I said that right. I appreciate it. Up at the top of chat, there's a pinned message, or you can do !IP, and it'll give you all the information you need. I'm just gonna rip this tree out. The best thing Kit did for me was publicly was introduce me to PC Gus. That's fair. Gus is cool. Gus is really cool. And I will say that's how I met Gus as well. I literally would have a near zero chance of knowing Gus or Ant, for that matter, if it weren't for the fact that I happened to raid Kit. You guys want to hear the story again? I always like telling stories about how I meet other content creators and stuff. How I met Kit, though, was an interesting one, I guess. I raided her way, way, way back in December of last year. And it was back when she was working on the breeding bunker. Like, she just started it. And, which is funny, because she was working on trying to wrap up the breeding bunker yesterday. Which was interesting. But she was working on the breeding bunker, and I had raided in. And I didn't say much. I just told her what I was up to. But I didn't say much. I was letting her have a good time with her viewers, and I think I also hopped into a VC that night with a couple of friends, so I just didn't have much time to chat. So I didn't stick around long enough to really get, like, a taste for her streams, I suppose. So I didn't, I didn't come back ever. And about 9 months later, so 9 months after I raided her, she raided me, and she happened to still be following me, and she thought I was somebody else. Which makes it even more funny, I think. I was playing Stardew, and I was just sitting there. I think I was starting to lose my voice. It had been about 6 hours, or maybe it was 5 hours. I don't know. But she had raided me, and I was like, okay, cool. I didn't remember who she was, though. So there was like that awkward moment where I'm trying to like welcome in the community, and I'm like, wait, I'm already following her. When I shout her out, I can see if I'm following her already. And I didn't want to be embarrassing if she knew who I was, and I didn't know who she was. So I was like, hey guys, I already followed Kit, so you guys should follow, or I didn't say Kit. You guys should follow Kit Tricks too. And I remember it was right around that time that it was almost her birthday. And I don't remember what drew me in, but I randomly got a notification. No, wait, hang on. I'm getting my details crossed. I'm sorry. Okay, what happened? I got you. Sorry. It was almost her birthday, but that's not important right now. So after my Stardew stream, I got off, and I I start researching this person because I'm like, I don't remember you. And I feel really bad because if I'm following you, I just purged my follow list. Like, I literally just purged it. So the fact that I was following her meant that I should know her. However, I just somehow missed her. I, by some luck, missed her. And so I start researching her, and I'm like, I don't remember you. Your description seems familiar. I seem to remember her description decently well. But I didn't remember her. I was like, fire-loving Christian girl committing arson. This sounds familiar, but I don't remember you whatsoever. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember her very much at all, besides what I've made as memories now. But you know, I ended up sitting on her page there, because I was like, I need to keep up with this person. And I did. I sat there and I let it sit. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to join her Discord. It's right there. What's the worst that could happen? So I joined it. I got pinged for one of her streams then. And I knew it was her birthday coming up after that stream. And I was like, well, okay. I'll pop into the stream and then that'll tell me if I need to show up for her birthday stream and wish her a happy birthday. I was banking it all on one stream, guys, okay? And I did, and it was a good time. I think here's what I don't remember. Okay, no, I do remember. Okay, sorry, I had to rack my brain for a second. So, the first stream I showed up to was her hardcore stream. And for those of you may have been there, she was on her hardcore world, and she was working on the elevator to her gold farm, I think? I don't know, I don't remember. It was really late at night, though, and she just kept on trolling us the entire time. It was just a massive troll, basically. And I was like, okay, is she always like this? But it was funny. I was laughing. I was having a good time, even though it was just so much pain. Do we need to sleep? We need to sleep. Let's sleep. So I ended up going and watching that stream. I was like, okay, this is a good time. I'll come back for her birthday stream. Well, she streamed again before her birthday, if I'm not mistaken. And it was Phasmophobia. I have Phasmophobia, but I had never really played it before. And I was just watching, having a good time, and she was like, yo, Reg, do you want to play Phasmophobia right now? I'm like, I've never really played, but I can play, sure. I didn't know what that was about, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know why she picked me out of the other people. I guess she thought I was less annoying than everybody else. I don't know. Maybe she thought she could trust me. I genuinely do not know. She thought I was from Twitch SMP originally. Because I asked her, I was like, how do we know each other? I eventually asked her that, and she's like, I thought you were in Twitch SMP. I'm like, I'm not. So I don't know why she picked me, but she did. And then her birthday stream was right after that, and that was MCC Island. And she was playing MCC, and I was like, well, I'll play if you want me to. And so I got snuck into the line, and then the chemistry joke happened. I met PC Gus and Ant during that time, and that basically solidified me in the community. And at that point, I had applied for mod. I applied as a joke, but I actually got it. And ever since then, you know, everything else you guys have seen, I mean, we're, you know, yeah, I think we're pretty good friends. I don't know, that's how that happened, and it's crazy what happens on Twitch. But I mean, that's like almost every day, I guess. Like, technically speaking, you could meet new people all the time on Twitch if you really just kept your mind open, you know? It just so happened that her and I had a lot in common that made it easy to befriend each other. I don't know. But yeah, that happened. She just happened to still be following me, and I was curious why I was still following her because I didn't remember her. Man. But yeah, that's there you go. That's how I met Kit. Stories are great. Coral. So how are you? I'm doing well. I appreciate you asking. If you're still there, how are you doing? Welcome on in. Gus pulled me out of a coffin. He didn't even know I was in when I was ready to be done. That's good. That's good. Gus is a good guy. He's a really good guy. That's funny. Kit's actually live right now. She is. She is. I can't remember if I sent her the clip or not of when I first rated her, but I have it. I have both perspectives. I went back and I found when I rated her, and then I found her VOD. It was up on YouTube, and I looked it up, and I found out when like I found the exact time I had rated her on her side. So I have both perspectives. I'm debating if I'm gonna edit anything with that or not, but I might. Meeting friends on Twitch is awesome. That's the moral of the story. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 new trees. Awesome. Wait, she's Christian? Yep. Yep. I don't know how much she has said publicly about all that, but it is in her bio. Or it was, anyway. Yep. And I quote, "Hello, exclamation mark, I'm Kitrix," pronounced Kit Trix. "But you can just call me Kit/Trix. My pronouns are she, her, exclamation mark. I'm a fire-loving Christian streamer, semicolon. If you have any questions at all, feel free to ask me, exclamation mark. Colon D, I'm a family-friendly variety streamer who plays a huge amount of Minecraft, but also Phasmophobia, and of course, our Sussy Sunday Among Us streams." So yeah, that's all in her bio. Or not her bio, but she has her about me section in the cards, the Twitch cards. That's where you can find that. My homework sucks. I'm sorry, Coral. It's so hard to find a high resolution chocolate cake photo with no licensing or copyright claims. Ooh. One app I use a lot is called Pixabay. And let me see if I can find it. Sometimes you can find a quick photo on there. I can see if I can find a high quality though. Pixabay.com. Chocolate cake. Okay, some of those are AI generated. Let me turn off AI generated. There we go. That's still AI generated, but okay. It's for a mandatory business class that I don't want to do. That's worth a grade. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, so check out this website. They offer free images. They're stock. Don't pick the ones on the top row. Those are all ad images that you would have to go buy from iStock, but the rest underneath it are all taken by users, and you can get them for free. That's what I use for thumbnails a lot of time, because you guys have seen some of the thumbnails I have made where it's like it features a person in there that I clearly don't know, but I need them in my photo, my thumbnail. That's where I go and get that because it's free licensed photos, so it's fine. It's fine. Don't do my homework for me. No worries. No worries. I found a cool tool, and I want you to be able to use it as well. Is all. less annoying. I did call you guys less annoying, or me less annoying than I guess you guys technically, because you're also kit viewers. It's not meant to be a slight at anyone. It's just, let's be real here, okay, guys? Sometimes Twitch chat viewers can be a little bit annoying, especially when it comes to, like, video games. Thank you for the unlurk. How are you doing, Swiftu? Welcome back. How was dinner, by the way? This looks kind of bad, doesn't it? Yeah, let's trim that down. It was dinner. Was it more chicken by chance? I make fun of you, but honestly, the chicken ain't too bad, I guess. If it works, it works. You're psychic. Jeez. Reg, I found 4 freaking deserts. I'm at villages, not deserts. 3 were in the desert, though. Jeez. GG, dude. Why is there an image of chocolate cake in the chat? Coral was talking about how they needed an image of chocolate cake, and they couldn't find any that weren't copyrighted or licensing required. So I pulled up Pixabay, which is a fantastic site. Is dinner your psychic? It was more chicken. You know, chicken ain't too bad. Chicken ain't too bad. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, I guess. I don't know. Right, I just found Village 5 as you said that. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. You're gonna keep finding them, dude. You're gonna find every village out there. It's gonna happen. Okay. I don't know. I thought that was gonna work, but it doesn't. Yeah, let's take out all these then. What I'm gonna do instead then is like this, right? And then we're gonna break that. And break that. Okay. That's not terrible. We just need more of those. The spruce trapdoors. And that'll pretty much have it done. I bought a signed Mog Swamp poster. Nice. Who? I feel like we've had this conversation before, but I'm gonna have to ask again. Just remember, your grandpa Reg is pretty old, and he's forgetful. Who's Mog Swamp? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just can't remember. We had it many times. The super flat guy. Super flat guy. Super flat guy. Oh. This guy. Okay, yeah, I know who Mog Swamp is. He was the one to first show off Axiom. Oh, I don't know anything about that. I know what Axiom is, but I haven't really watched any videos about it. That's cool though. That's a flex. Have you seen Flashback? Flashback. Flashback to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. I'm sorry, that was dumb. That was a dumb joke. Flashback. Flashback. What's flashback? Are you talking like, is this another creator? Is this, but same people, but it's a way better replay mod? No, I haven't seen it, no. I should take a look then, probably. Okay, we'll do this side as well. Oop, give that back. Thank you. Okay, this house actually doesn't look as crappy as it did. Wow. Only thing I might do, because I think it might look better, is this. How'd that look? I don't really like that. You almost need something that breaks up that color, but I don't know what you would do because otherwise it highlights the pattern. And honestly, maybe that's what just needs to happen, is you need to leave it alone, because I'm going to put a tree probably right in front of it anyway. Like, let's be honest here, that's what I'm going to do. Oh man, my bones are cracking. I don't know if you could hear that, but that was in my chest. Okay. I don't think your chest is supposed to crack now I think about it. Can it? Hang on, I gotta look this up. Now I'm curious. Can you crack the bones in your chest? Yes, you can pop the joints in your chest or sternum, which is a flat bone in the middle of your chest where your ribs meet. This can happen when you stretch or move, and it's not usually a cause for concern. However, you should seek medical help if you also experience pain, swelling, or discomfort. Okay. Cool. I didn't know you could pop your sternum, but I did. I like it. Okay. Basically it's a replay mod, but cleaner, and it can record the audio. Custom time lapses. You can switch scenes mid-file without making like a million files, and basically makes replay mod DaVinci Resolve. Oh, sweet. Okay. Awesome. One of my biggest issues of replay mod, and I doubt they fixed this, was the size of the files. But also, because of how large some of my replay mods were, where it's like an hour long, or 2 hours long, or so on and so forth. A lot of the times what would happen, would be it would crash. And so I had to be absolutely sure that I was happy with my keyframe placements and my position placements, because otherwise I'd mess it up. So I'm assuming they're probably abandoning replay mod if they're doing flashback, if it's just a better replay mod. That issue is so annoying, but they did kind of fix it. Okay, that's good. I'll have to look into it then. Yeah, thanks for sending the video. I'll check it out maybe tonight, maybe. I'll add it to the to-do list at least. I've been saying that a lot, I know, but I'm just trying to give myself some grace because I don't want to tell you guys I'm going to do something for sure and then not do it. It's by the people that made Axiom, not replay mod. Oh, okay, I gotcha. In that case, it's probably even better than Axiom is a very well put together mod. I've seen it in use several times, and it looks, and from what I can tell, feels good to use. And it's got a lot of wonderful little tools built into it. I remember when Megray was using it a little bit to show off some things. She used it to build some really cool things just on the spot. It was really cool. Your chest can crack if you haven't moved a lot? Okay. That might be it then, I don't know. That entire snowy biome was made with Axiom pretty much? Dang, okay. Nice. Nice, dude. Okay, yeah, I like how that looks. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I just got really tired all of a sudden and kind of dizzy. I might need to end stream. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish this path if it's the last thing I do. Okay? This house needs done right now. Or at least one step closer to being done. It could be a future me problem if it needs to be, but... right now, it is a current me problem. Okay. There we go. Look at that. Pretty nice. One thing I do need to do, put that back in my offhand so I can pick up all of these. And we're good. What I might also do, though, before we do anything. I don't have it. I was gonna say I need some like spruce fences or something, even dark oak fence to place here on this foundation, but that is not going to work out, unfortunately. What I might do then is, well, that... guess I could go here then. Yeah, that'll be fine. And then what we could do for now, anyway, I might swap this out a little later. Just connect up all these. How's that look? There we go. That's a build. It's not finished, but it is a build. So, I got the main goal done. I did 10 trees, which is pretty decent. We did a couple of the houses, which is good. I got a lot to do tonight, so I will probably, you know, start working on that at some point. Couple of things that are more important than the others would be the fact that I'm working on... I will be working on the 12-hour stream plan, so that will finally happen. I'm sorry it's been so long. And I will also be working on King SMP Week, because I want to hit 200 episodes by the end of the year. We're only scheduled to hit 195, though. But we hit 100 last year as well, so I'd like to hit 200 this year. So I'm gonna try to pull and make sure we hit the full 200. We'll see, though. Almost 300 hours of watch time. GG, Swiftu. Next stream might be the stream where you do it. You just need Wait, 1.5 more hour. Jeez. Well, okay. Give me a second. I don't want to hop in there just yet. We install for a little bit. Give me a minute. I need to pull up my to-do list anyway, and I want to read a couple of the things that I'm gonna be working on. Just because I kind of want your guys' thoughts on, the to-do list right now. Right now, I've been setting it so every day it's 3 new thumbnails that I have to make. So, I usually will. Well, tonight it's gonna be a total of 4 because I'm gonna have to do this one, for this VOD. But every day I want to do 3 thumbnails because I've scheduled it out correctly now where if I do 3 thumbnails every day for 3 months, I will have all the thumbnails done on the VOD channel. So I don't have to ever worry about that ever again. It'll be easy. It'll be easy. I say that it might not be as easy as I'd like, but it'll be easy enough. And as I get through some of these other tasks that are really long, it means I can take on extra thumbnails and get done in 2 months or 1 month. I'd really like to be done before the end of the year, but I doubt I could do that. It's a lot. I mean, here. How many more days until January 1st, 2025? What is 300 divided by 37? I would have to do about 8 thumbnails every single day in order to do it. And that's not including the thumbnail that would be coming out that day with that VOD. So it could take a little bit of time. But I could do it. I could technically do it. 37 days, like a couple extra for a day. Yeah. I mean, that's not bad. That's not bad. I could technically do it. You just plan to do 9 a day because you're gonna have 5 extra streams every week. If you just plan to do 9 every day, then even on the weekends you'd catch up on the ones that you weren't supposed to do yet, technically. So close. You've been following for 1 year, 7 months, 7 days. Gosh, Swift 2. You've been with me through a lot. I appreciate it. I do. But yeah, so the thumbnails are on there. My stream is on there, which I can remove because I've officially streamed at this point, which is good. I gotta write a Christmas list for my siblings. I need to plan King SMP week and plan the 12-hour stream. I'd kind of like the 2 to coincide, honestly. So I'd like to do King SMP week, and then it leads into the 12-hour stream at the end. And so we'll end off King SMP week on like the first half of the 12-hour stream. We'll try to do, 4 hours of something there. And then maybe we'll do 2 hours after that of something in King SMP, but nothing that we're actually building, just an event or something like that. And then we got 6 other hours to go play other games and chill. I don't know. I got to think about it because I'm trying not to make it sound... Okay. Technically speaking, guys, okay? I'm pretty sure I don't know. I promised my 12-hour stream first. But no matter what I do, I've got people who will tell me that I'm copying Kit. So I'm being careful about how I plan this. I have to be careful about it. I hit my follower goal of 1,250. 1,250 followers. And I promised you guys a 12-hour stream. I promised that long ago. So I gotta be careful not to schedule on the same day as hers as well, because I want to be there for all that, collect my delicious channel points and whatnot. So we'll see. Luckily, she's going to be gone this weekend. I could technically just surprise you guys and pull it this weekend, but I don't have time to plan that. Oh well, it's fine. We'll figure it out. 3 years, 1 month, 14 minutes from Lambride, which is crazy to me. But I know, generally speaking, when you came into things, which was awesome, dude. You are cool. You are really cool. I'm glad I'm glad I've had a chance to meet you too. It's been fun. Trying to think, is there anything else that's on my list? I guess I have long term. So I have 2 to-do lists, I guess, if that makes any sense. So I have my to-do list for everything to do today. And then I have my to-do list for everything to do tomorrow. Or more so, it's the constant tomorrow, so the future. I have my to-do list for the future. And so everything that goes into the today to-do list is either things that just came up last minute that I need to do, or it's a part of the long-term project, but it's just broken down, so it's a small piece of it. So for example, one that I need to add right now is a video game, so I can make my game, which I haven't actually named yet. That might be the thing we put on tomorrow's to-do list is name the video game. Start deciding some of the branding on it, or work on part of the demo. Who knows? But Plan Bonsai Grove is on there. A couple of video ideas that I've got is put on here. I even have things that are for fun, like watch PvP Civilization on here. So I'm doing my best to try to get the to-do list rolling and keep it updated, and I've been checking things off all day today. It's been nice. I even sometimes throw things on there like, oh yeah, DM this person, because if you don't, you're gonna get kind of well, I would I will forget to DM people if I don't put it on there. I know myself too well. Alright. Thank you for the follow. 7, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. One thing I need to do. Maybe I should add to my long term here. Clean up browser tabs. I have, I think, somewhere around 200 browser tabs, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 different windows open. I'm a little bit of a maniac, sort of, kinda. So yeah, that's fun. Okay. I think that's where I'm gonna call it for now then. So I can go ahead and work on the to-do list. But we're gonna raid somebody. You guys have heard me talk about her all day, basically. She incidentally becomes the topic of every stream, it seems, no matter how much I try not to make her the topic. We're going to go raid Kitrix live. She is currently playing a lovely server called Skyblock Kingdoms, which is Skyblock, but with kingdoms. I know, revolutionary, isn't it? But she's really cool. I highly recommend popping in there. She won't be live for like another week after this, so it's a good time for you guys to hop in there and meet her, and then sit in suffering while you're waiting for another stream. So if you guys haven't already, hop in the raid, get yourself some free channel points, and meet a cool streamer along the way. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see you guys again very, very soon. I'll be hanging over there as well, so you guys will see me as well. All right. Good night, everybody.